So what we are going to do now is simply to work on this blog. You see, for the AdSense program, your website has to fulfill certain it has to pass certain tests. One of the tests that your website has to pass is that your website must contain quality information. Google will not accept websites that has to do with pornography. It will not accept website that has to do with useless and worthless information. So your website has to have quality, useful information on it before you even attempt to submit your website to Google, because Google will manually come to review your website. A reviewer from google.com will come to your website to check what you have on it, and if what you have on your website is not in line with the policies of Google, your website will be rejected. And even if your website gets accepted and later on you mess up your website and you put some junk on it, in the long run you will get banned by Google. And once you get banned by Google, you get banned for life. And that is why I'm going to take you through the process of putting good quality information on your website right now. And the first thing we are going to do is to learn how to use your blog. So I'm going to take you into how to use your blog over the next few minutes so that you have good information about how to operate your blog, because I don't want you to go away with information that is not complete, which later will make you start running helter skelter. So the first thing you need to do when you have come to your blog, which is of course hostplusng.com/AdSense training, is to log into the control panel of your blog. Just like your website has a control panel, your blog also has its own control panel. So you just scroll down on the side of the blog. Just scroll down, just follow my mouse pointer, and you just click login. You click login over here. Once you click login, you would be given an access gateway into your website. There you are. Now remember, you chose a username and a password for your blog when you were creating the account in your website's main control panel. Now that username, remember, is admin, and the password is 123, if you remember. Now if you are working at home from your own computer, which I recommend, you can just click here to remember, which means the next time you come to this particular section of your website, your computer will automatically remember your password. But if you are not working from home, probably you are working from a cyber cafe or something, please never check this box, because the moment you check this box, anybody can come over to this website and the person will have access to your control panel. So please, if you are working in a cafe, always leave this box unchecked. But if you are working from home, you can just check the box so that the next time you come, the password is remembered for you by your Windows operating system. So I have my username, I have my password, I just log in. Windows is asking me if I want my password to be remembered. If you work in a cafe, of course you say no. So I'm going to click no, but if you are working from home, you can go ahead to say yes. I just click no here and I wait and boom, here we are. This is the control panel for your blog, which you just installed. Now, when you open up the control panel for your blog, you need to monitor every change you make. So what you are going to do to monitor every change you make is simply to leave your control panel as it is. Now open another browser. Just follow my mouse pointer. Just open another browser. Click your Internet Explorer or your Mozilla Firefox or whatever browser you use. Open a new browser and type in your blog again, which is hostplusng.com/AdSense training. Okay, it's here. You just type it in again and then you keep this on the side. So every change you make in your blog, you now come back to this browser to keep track of the change. That way you know exactly what you did to bring what result. So we go back to the main control panel now, and the very first portion of the control panel I'm going to show you is the presentation. So I just click presentation over here. I just come back here and I click presentation. Now with the presentation, you are able to control all aspects of your blog's outlook, the way it looks, and we control those things with what we call themes. Now the outlook you see in front of your blog right now, the blue on top, and this basic structure is controlled by this theme here, this theme. Now you can change it with just a click of the mouse to something else. So I just click this theme now. I just click on it and I wait. And here we are. The new theme you clicked, you can see it here. I'm pointing into it with my mouse. The new theme you clicked, you can see, has replaced the old one. Now this is the old one that was there before, and this is the new one, so it has been replaced. Now, and you can see on top, new theme activated. Now if you now come to the other window you opened earlier, which is why I said you should open that window, I'll just close all these other windows so that my screen looks a little neat. Now if you open up this other window which you created earlier here, you now discover, after you refresh, just click the refresh button here. That is what I'm pointing to here. Just click the refresh button and then you wait and see what happens. And here we are. You can see that with just a single click of the mouse, you have changed the entire outlook of your blog. Now let's change again and see what comes up, because you can go ahead and change as many times as you want. You can get somebody who is knowledgeable to install as many as 100 different platforms or different themes for you, and then you can switch to any theme you want as you want. For now we just have 2 themes here, but there are hundreds of themes for the WordPress blog which you can install and activate. Just get somebody who knows how to install for you. The person installs and then you can activate, or you can just follow the installation module which is somewhere on the website, and you can just learn from there. So I just go back to this and I click this theme to activate it again. I'm doing all this so that you know exactly what works for what as you go on to do your blogging. Not to worry, we are going to get into the money making aspect, but then you have to know all this so that when you get into the money making aspect, you don't look like a dummy when certain things are mentioned or you have to do certain things. So we have the WordPress, the blue layout installed again. So you just come back to the front and just click refresh, and boom, there you are. It's activated. This. Now we are now going to go back into our control panel and we are going to learn a few more tricks. So we go back to the control panel now, and this time around I'm going to move over to right. Now in the right section of the control panel, what you do is you update your website. We want to update this blog of ours. We want to put in new information into our blog. We want to add posts to our blog, and it's so simple. It's just like sending an email, which I will show you how it works now. And this is the right section of the website. So we want to write a new information to the website. Now when you come to this section of the website, what you do is you can update your website with information using this section. I'm going to make a sample copy of posts. That is, I'm going to write sample information on the website now so that you can just see how it works. Then I'm going to come back to manage those sample copies so that you see how it works. Then I will now go into how you can get quality information on your website in minutes of starting up your website. For example, let's assume you are you are not a doctor, but you want to create a website around healthcare, but you know nothing about medicine. You are not a doctor. You can still start a website around healthcare. All you need to do is locate places online where you can get quality free information that has to do with healthcare, and you post them to your website for people to come and look at and read. So what we're going to do right now first is I'm going to show you how you can just put posts on your website. You will write information to your website, manage those information on your website, and I take you in the very quickly before the first part of the video ends. I'm going to take you into how you can actually get quality information on your website in minutes, in whatever field you decide to create websites in. Because for the AdSense program, for you to make the kind of money you really want to make, you might get to a point where you have to create multiple websites. I know people who have as many as 5, 6, 7 websites, all focused towards earning an income from Google. So to write a post, you come to the title section here, and you can see my cursor blinking there. Then you write the title of your post. Hey, so I'm going to write, hey, this is really cool. Learning to make money, to make $100 from AdSense. Then you come down to now write the body of your post in here. You can see my mouse cursor blinking. So you can just add as whatever it is you want to add. I'm just going to type something. In here. I'm just going to hold down my figure key 1, and I'm going to just let it run. So you just type anything you want in here, and it can be as long as you want. When I have finished, I come down here, look at my mouse pointer, and you have 3 things. Number 1, you save and you continue editing. Number 2, you save, and number 3, you publish. Now, if you save and you continue editing, what happens is that the information you are writing will be stored on your website. For example, if you are working in a place where power is unstable, electricity can go off anytime, you can save your work and continue editing, which means as you write, you save. Then you still keep writing, and then you save continually, such that if power fails, you can come back and continue from where you stopped. Now, if you save, everything is saved on your website. And you can come back anytime to look at it and do anything you want with it. But when you click publish, what you are telling your blog to do is to save the information and at the same time make it available on the front page of your website. So publish saves your information, and at the same time it makes it available on the front page of your website for the world to see. So for this particular information, I'm going to publish it, and as soon as I click publish, something happens, and this is the screen. You can see post saved, so which means the post has been saved. Now if you click here, it shows you what you have done looks like. But since we opened a website here before where we monitor it, another browser where we monitor things, all we need to just do is just to refresh, and as soon as we refresh, we would see the new updates coming up. So you just click to refresh, and after we've refreshed, here is what we have. We have a screen showing here, and you can see the new information. Hey, this is really cool, learning to make $100 from AdSense, showing on your blog. So you can see in minutes you've added information to your website. In minutes you've changed the screenshots of your website, and you can now see how very, very easy this program, using blogs, can be. They can get very, very, very easy. So I'll just go back to make another post now, just for you to get familiar with the process. I just make another post. This is really easy. You now know how this goes. This is really easy. I just can't believe that a website can be operated this easily. this is cool. And then I just publish it again. I'll publish it again to make it go live. And we have this post saved, which means the post is now saved. Now we can come over to refresh here and see it go live. Alright, there is our change. And you can see this was what was there at the beginning. This was what we added second. And here, this is what we just added. This is really cool. I just can't believe that the website can be operated this easily. And we can go on and on and on to add more and more information in just minutes. But right now, I want to go into showing you how you can manage what you have added to your website. What if a point comes and you no longer want this particular information? What if you want to make an update to this information? How do you do it? And that brings us to the section of your control panel which we call manage. So we just click on manage right now and we wait for it to show up. Now, to edit a post which we have made recently or a post which we made before, or to make changes to it, all you need to do is locate the post. Here you can see the title of the post under this section, and then you just locate which post it is you want to edit. So let's edit this is really cool. This is really easy. So I just click edit here, and I wait for the screen to show up, and as soon as the screen shows up, I can go ahead to make changes to the post, and I save the post and it stands edited. So I just wait for that the screen to show up. There we are. So I'm going to just make some additions to this post. I am making additions to my posts as my learning deepens. As my learning deepens and I understand this more. So I just, after doing that, I now save and it goes live. And there you have it. The post has been saved. So all you need to do now to see what change you made is to go back to your page and just click refresh as we do usually to see the change you've made take effect. And there it is. You can see the change here taking effect. Now that I've shown you how you can easily add information to your website and manage them, of course, if you want to delete a post, all you need to do is just click delete and then the post is gone. So now that I've shown you how you can manage your you can put in information into your blog easily, I'll just go ahead and delete all these previous posts, the 3 posts. Just delete everything because now I want to now get into doing something more serious. Now if you look at the front here and you just refresh, you'll find out that the blog or your website now becomes blank. Nothing shows in front. That is because you've deleted everything that is there on the site. So you just, and as you can see now, the website is blank. I mean, your blog is blank. This is hostplusng.com/AdSense training, which represents our blog, and as you can see, it's blank. That is why we have not found over here. Now I want to take you into something more serious. How can you get information to put on your blog, whatever area of life you decide to base your blog on? How can you get information to place inside your blog? How can you really, in minutes find high quality, well stuffed information that you can put on your blog and actually, which people can actually come to take a look at, read and benefit from? One easy way to do this is to go to article submission website to pick up articles. In the manuals that accompanies the videos, you would find a list of about 50 of such sites where you can pick up information for free. But right now I'm going to use one of such sites, which is called easinarticles.com. So I just open up a new browser and I type in my address bar easinarticles.com. Now, easinarticles.com is an article submission website where people go to post their articles, and they give you permission to use those articles freely as you want. The only restriction with the articles you pick up at sites such as these is that you cannot change the title or the author of the article, and you cannot edit the body of the article in any way. And also, you must always leave the article as it is and give credit to the owner of the article, which means usually at the bottom of any article you pick up at sites such as this, there's a 3 to 7 line advertisement at the bottom. When you use articles that you pick up from places like this, you do not tamper with those areas of the article. And here we are at easinarticles.com. Now, when you get to easinarticles.com, all you need to do is choose your area. For example, if your website is about health, all you need to do is come under the health and fitness category of the website. As soon as you click, you get so many other things under health. So when you come under the health category here, you find that you can go into health and fitness, you can go into aerobics, you can go into allergies, you can go into arthritis, back pain, beauty, muscle building, and so on and so forth. So whichever one you click in this area will take you to high quality articles that have been written by professionals. But right now, since our website has to do with Adsense training, we need to find articles that have to do with Adsense from this site. So I'll just go under the internet section, internet and business section, and then I move to the section that has to do with Adsense, which is pay per click, like I mentioned earlier in the videos. So you just move to the section that has to do with pay per click publishing, and that is where you get a lot of articles on Adsense. So you move over to pay per click section, and then you look for high quality articles which you can put on your website blog. And as you can see, this site itself, easinarticles, make money through the Google AdSense program. You can see Google AdSense advert on the site. Now, the reason why we came specifically is to pick up articles. So we need articles to put on our website that contains high quality information, and here we are. As you look through the category under which you have chosen, you will see articles written by expert authors. Now, this is the first article, PPC publishing. PPC means pay per click. PPC publishing, and then this is a short intro into the article. And this is another article and a short intro into it. This is another article with a short intro into it. Let's look at this article, How to Siphon Top Quality Niche Content for Your AdSense Site by Fabian Tan. Now, this is the intro. Can't seem to get started creating content for your AdSense site. Find out closely guarded methods to creating quick content in this article. So I just click on this article now to get the full article because I'm interested in this article and I want to put it on my website. So I just go ahead and click on the link to this article. You can see as I point to it, it changes to yellow. So I just click on the link to this article right now, and then I wait for the full body of article to load. As soon as it loads, I can now copy the article and place it on my website. So here we are on the site, and as you can see, this is the article, the title of the article, the author of the article, and then the body of the article. So, How to Siphon Top Quality Niche Content for your AdSense site by Fabian Tan. And then the body of the article. The article has 265 words, and here is the body of the article down here. So you can see that at the end of the article here is an advert written by the author of the article. You must not leave out this advert. As long as you do not leave out this advert, you are not doing anything illegal. And then, of course, the source of the article should not be left out. So All I need to do right now is to copy the title of the article. As you select, you right click and you just copy. Now I come back to my blog. I go under the right section because I want to make a new post. And then I paste the article, the title of the article, under the title section. So what we are going to do now is simply to work on this blog. You see, for the Adsense program, your website has to fulfill certain, it has to pass certain tests. One of the tests that your website has to pass is that your website must contain quality information. Google will not